And so then when he was like, I'm going to go get tattoos, I'm like, how much was that?
Right.
It's like $1,000. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So and like that is just not going away. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But this is all the language patterns that we teach women in sales to listen out for language patterns on sales calls, right?
Yeah.
But at a bigger level for us internally to listen out for your own language patterns. It's the most important work that you're ever going to do is
What are you telling yourself?
rewire, recode your genetic language patterns, right? So this is what I love to do with the girls. Obviously, we're not going to do it here, but reparenting technique is so powerful. Like going back to your childhood in a scene where it stands out to you, where like you saw the unfolding of the breakdown.
What's up, She's Not Selling sisters? Wow. This episode is deep. I get very real, raw, and personal about money and good old Tracy, my scarcity mindset, coming back. And yeah, you're going to get a lot out of this one. Cheers!
Yes. Little Coke Zeros today.
I know. I needed one.
Me too, because honestly, we put a lot of energy in here for you girls. So Coke Zero is getting me through. But I did say,
Gets me through.
So it make me a little bit bubbly and gassy though. Sorry, not sorry.
If you hear a burp or
Only a burp. Hey, little birdie told me you have an email to read me.
Yes. I won't read it exactly.
I mean,
But I did get an email the other day, which like, you know, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. We knew that episode would ruffle some feathers, which is the
which one?
all of them. No. The one where we speak about broke mindset. I'm a brokey.
Brokey.
Yeah. Broke mindset. Actually, remind me to tell you something about that too.
Okay.
So I got an email from this woman and she had a screenshot of you.
I'm famous.
Yeah. And she goes, hey, my friend told me to follow you for some inspiration and you're super inspiring. But then I came across this episode and there was a photo of you with the little hat, little dingles. Yeah. And she was like, I found this to be completely, and just like went on and on and on about like how she can't work and like all this stuff. And obviously I sent like an email back where I was like, thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. Rara. I was like, what she meant is not what you've actually taken. Never heard back. So we want to not redo this episode, but like talk about it again because there are some, you know, I always say this, some people are ready to look in the mirror and do the work and other people are not.
Yeah.
So if anything that triggers you, any post, any comment, anything that we say, it's actually not about us. It's about you.
Oh, 100%. I'm definitely not redoing this episode because that's on you, honey. Honestly. Yeah. That's the one negative thing that I've ever heard about that. And I don't give a shit. Right? You screenshot my face, amazing. You know what Eminem says? If you don't have any haters, you're not doing anything right. You're not doing anything purposeful. You're not doing anything big enough. My job on this planet Earth is to challenge you, lady, wherever you're seeing this from. Get ready to type another fucking email and send it to me this time, all right? Because guess what? Have a session with me. I promise you won't have a brokey mindset ever again. This is on you, right? I was there. I was on Centrelink. I had the whole, I can't do this. I'm always broke, always losing money. So guess what happened? I was always broke, always losing money. Exactly. It wasn't until I shifted, realized that I was sabotaging myself, then I found the power to change my own reality.
Right. You know what? Hate is energy. Love is energy.
Exactly.
So people send you hate, it's actually sending you energy, momentum.
Yeah.
It's why some of the most successful people in the world are hated by so many people. It doesn't matter. It's still energy going their way, and all it's doing is creating momentum and keeping them successful. So keep on hating.
Yeah, well, when you do that, you literally take opportunity away from you because the universe is like, sis, you're not ready to be blessed because you're still out here being envious. You're still out here being jealous, not lifting other people up, asking them how.
Yeah.
But saying, woe is me, you're not going to be gifted with anything. No way, right? Then you've got people like us who've done the internal work. We're still doing it.
Oh, every day.
Every day. It doesn't stop. Self-development doesn't stop.
No.
But it's like, if I come across an opportunity or you come across an opportunity, like we're the first people to start to share it with each other.
Right.
We're like, you're doing this, you're doing that. That's amazing. That's amazing. More.
Exactly.
Abundant energy is what's needed to change your life.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing today.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, you just said to remind you to tell me something else. So.
Oh, yeah.
What
okay.
happened there?
So the other day, I was coming back from the Perth catch-up.
Okay.
And I was in the car and like I'd had a few bevies.
A few vinos.
You know, I was fine though. I was fine. But I had
Fine on your stories.
I was like I have just released a new like marketing ad which is like, hello, my name's Brooke and it's been 10 years since my card last declined. It's funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's like,
Why
hi,
haven't I
Brooke.
seen that?
Oh, yeah, it's going around. It's doing its rounds.
Oh,
You probably will now.
funny.
It's like, hi, I'm Brooke, and I was a brokey, and everyone goes, hi, Brooke, in the background. So it's like, yeah, it's funny.
It's great.
And then I was like, it's been 10 years since my card last declined. Anyway, we're sitting in the front. There was like some of the girls in the back, and one of them said to me, Brooke, how do you feel about the brokey ad? Say no more. I knew exactly what she wanted to say. And so I said,
How do you feel?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I should have responded with, but I was like, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's great.
All sales techniques out the window.
I knew if
Can of worms though, right?
right.
Yeah.
If I'd been like, why do you ask?
Yeah.
I knew that what I was opening myself up to. And
Right.
I was like, I'm just not going to. Like marketing and sales, while they are married, it's to some extent you have to be creative.
Yeah.
Every single ad that I've thought is going to dominate has not. The one that I recently did with the Google, I was like, that's going to fucking crush. Like bomb.
And that was such a sweet ad. That was us being nice.
Right.
That's what happens when you're nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
The throwing the bread one, do you know how much hate I get from throwing a piece of toast? Yeah. So like what I'm saying is like some things work and some things don't. You have to be okay to do things that maybe make you feel a little bit. Remember how I felt when I was releasing the one with all the money?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get so much hate for this. You have to be willing to do things to like that are potentially going to get you hate in order to reach the right people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny though. I wish I was in that car though, because you know me. Like,
I know.
I would have been like, how do you feel about the ad? Why specifically do you feel like that? What's it bringing up for you?
Right. It was the tone.
Of course, you can tell, you know.
I knew she felt uncomfortable about it, but I was like, no,
it's not the event. It's not the vibe.
I just shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm good at shutting things down.
Yeah.
Like I just shut you down. I was like, I don't want to get into this conversation.
Yeah.
I've had a nice night, nice evening. We're on our drive home.
Yeah.
Shush.
Yeah. You can do that another time. But yeah, look, this is the whole point, right? Anything that you find offensive, triggering, it's reflective of your own internal battles that you're going through. And instead of taking on that accountability of changing that and seeing where your limiting beliefs are, I love this word that you always use, abdicating responsibility, abdicating accountability for changing your life, changing your mindset.
Yeah.
You're just going to keep reliving the same patterns over and over again. And instead of giving someone hate or saying, well, what's your opinion on this? I don't give a fuck, bro. How about you sit down and say, hey, I've noticed X in myself and I've noticed that you can do Y. Could you help me on how to take that first step so I can stop reliving X? That's the conversation that you need to be having instead.
Yeah. And the conversation with yourself as well.
Right.
Like because you said to me, we always do the inner work, and we do.
Yeah.
And I think the difference between, say, like us and someone who doesn't do the work is that we become so self-aware that we know what comes up for us in times. And so when we do notice it, we do the work.
Yeah.
We do the shadow work. We look in the mirror. We go, okay, cool. This has come up for me. I need to work through it. There's something that's bringing this up for me. How can I move past it?
Right.
So like that awareness, that awareness piece is so crucial.
Absolutely.
So crucial.
And sometimes it gets really annoying though to be so self-aware.
It
Like, we're
does.
sitting through a conversation. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling like this right now. I'm like, fuck, that's really triggering this part of me. And I'm like, oh, why is this happening to me right now? But it is. It's
a blessing.
Exactly. The person you become afterwards, after that evolution, after you go through the triggers and you do the
glow,
work.
Everything. It's a glow up.
You just said to me before we started filming today, you're like, you're different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. It's the energy for me. It's like, it's just, it's light.
Secure.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It feels good. It feels good. And like, and that's a thing. This is why I'm big on energy audits.
Yeah.
Where you can actually look at, audit your energy, like what's going on in your world. Are you operating from a low frequency?
Correct.
Scarcity.
Your map of consciousness, baby.
Yeah. Or are you operating from a higher frequency? And when you are, that's the magnetism, which is what we're talking about. Buddha Brooke. That's where she exists.
100%. And look, here's the thing, right? Just off that, yes, maybe it's a joke. Someone else will be like, yeah, not Buddha. Fine.
I'm definitely not Buddha.
specifically.
I agree with
right?
you.
right. What we're saying though is, okay, as a technique, right? you could create an alter ego. Right? So let's just say you want to create an alter ego that is Buddha Brooke because you want to start living more peacefully, having a sense of serenity, not being so reactive and angry all the time, not falling to sending an email when something triggers you with a screenshot of a stranger's face. I'm not triggered, you are. Like, do you know what I mean? You can create an alter ego if that's what you need to do as a technique. Like, Tony Robbins used to teach this all the time.
Yeah.
If you can't pull on your own energy and power and peace, pull on someone else who has that.
Right. And then also name the version of you who comes out in those times and be like, you don't have to hate on her either. You can just, I like to call it Tracy as just like a, sorry for all the Tracys out there, nothing against you. Just like, oh, it's Tracy again.
Right.
Cool. I get it. This is normal for you to feel this way.
Yeah.
I hear you, though it's not serving me right now.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking boot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting you drive this vehicle because if you let Tracy drive, like, you're not going to go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, you're just going to keep going down the same fucking road.
Yeah.
It's like we want the alter ego. We want, like, the Buddha Brooke to be driving because that's going to inform the action that we take and that's going to get us to the outcome.
Well, that's informing your new reality, right? It's paving the stones for that desired reality to unfold perfectly for you.
Yep.
But in saying that, I also want to bring up this example because you were telling me before. So we're coming off like what, the back of, how big have the months been? The last 2 or 3 months? And then let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So then we can talk about how easy it is to fall back into Tracy mode,
right.
for example.
Right. So if you've been following along, you would have seen that She Sells kind of went through, not like, it was fine, but just like we had lower months than we'd had. And then last month was our biggest month in history, which like, I don't feel shame in sharing that. Like,
that was amazing.
It was close to a mil, like in rev.
The closers were killing it. The staff members were amazing. The girls were landing the massive roles. Like, it was just beautiful across everything.
Yeah, like there was so much positive momentum and it felt really good.
Yeah.
It felt really, really good. And I've already found myself, it's a new month, it's August, it's a potent month. Very potent. Yes. Yeah. For manifesting, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But I've already found Tracy coming in being like, well, Brooke, it was just a once off. Like,
right.
Is it going to last? Yeah. Like, when's it going? And what that's doing right now is, even as much as I'm aware of it, it's creating days like today where we've had one sale and like I can see myself being like, see, told you, it was only a last month thing. This isn't going to be around. And I have to get really real with myself and be like, Brooke, there's still so much scarcity there.
Yes.
There really is. Like as much as I want to be like, I have an abundant mindset and I don't. I do when times are good, but when times are tough, like Tracy's just like.
Right. Yeah. I love that.
Hello.
Outside the window fucking banging with a brick. Let me in.
Missed you, girl.
Oh, like, fuck that.
And so like right now I can feel Tracy fucking driving and I'm like, I'm trying to kick her out, but she's just like lingering. So like it's really, really made me be like, okay, cool. I need to let go of Tracy. Like, she's done.
Yeah.
Scarcity has to go away because that's honestly, it's just not serving anything.
Yeah.
And it's only going to create scarcity. And
that's correct.
I'm going to come from a place of lack and that's just going to create more lack. And it's just like, I don't want to be there.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing that I touch on a lot. I bang on every single week with my She Masters girlies in particular, is that energy is everything. Your frequency, your consciousness is everything, right? So you can always flip-flop between two different energies, frequencies is polarity, right? It's the law of the universe, is duality, okay? So you can be like, yeah, I'm riding a high, I'm having a great month in business and life, and like my relationships are doing really well, because when you're in abundance, everything goes well, right? But then the universe is like, hey, all right, your next evolution's coming, yeah? So like, let's throw you a bunch of shit everywhere and see how you handle that.
Yeah.
And if you can, I'll bless you with an even bigger month, right? If you can't, I'm going to pull you back to where you were before because you're actually not ready.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you're training for the Olympics.
Yeah.
And you just keep failing to pass the trial.
Yeah. It's like the high jump that you can't actually, the bar just keeps getting higher and you're stuck on not being able to jump over this one bar.
Because you think you can't.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you can.
Well, of course, because if your mindset goes to like, that was a fluke, like, you know, that was luck. It's like,
of course it was.
Exactly. One of my good friends actually reminded me, because like I started to speak like, oh, what if this runs out? Like, you know, and she was like, stop.
Yeah.
She was like, you have done so much work to get to this point.
Yep.
You cannot tell me this is luck. It's not luck. You've done the work. You've put in the work. You've been grinding when no one else has been watching. You were thick in that marathon, and you've just crossed, like, you finally jumped over that bar.
Yeah.
You've done it. Now you look up, amazing, we did it, back to work. Like, it's not something that we just rest on now. We don't take our foot off the gas.
Yeah.
And that was a great reframe that I needed to have, because I could see myself doing it, you know, the celebrations, woo, we did it. And now it's like, oh shit, this week's been a bit, and I can just, feel it.
But I mean, look, if you're open to being personal,
Yeah.
of course, right. So some of these women know, like your childhood, right?
Yeah.
It's coded, right? When we choose to come in to this world with a particular frame of family and situations, things get coded into us. So when we are destined for business and 8 figures and 9 figures and 10 or whatever it is that you want, right? You have to like decode your DNA basically from a child at a soul level, which gets really hard. And so if you're open to it, I'd love for you to share like why you fall back to this scarcity, where the pattern comes from.
Yeah. So my dad is an entrepreneur through and through. Seen him work hard his whole life. Like, he's always done everything that he can to get us anything. Like, he was working like 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. bricklaying to get me my first car.
Wow.
And so, like, I've always just seen him work really hard. And then he's always been a risk taker. He's always taken big risks, gone into entrepreneurship. I've watched him go from bricklaying to multi-millionaire twice.
That's crazy.
Twice. Yeah. But lost everything.
So
like my coding now is like, I'm going to get there and then it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there and then it's going to go.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm just setting myself up to be like, I can hear it. I can see it. Like, I can see it unfolding right in front of me, like making dumb decisions about like spending money, for instance. Like, I'm all for flashy, boozy shit.
Yeah.
But like, I also want to set myself up to have
foundation.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like, I loved when Scott went and bought me that Cartier ring. I was like, but you know what I asked him? How much was this?
Right.
How much was that? And then I'm thinking in my mind, oh my God, he did not spend that. Like, what? And so then when he was like, I'm going to go get tattoos, I'm like, how much was that?
Right.
It's like $1,000. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So that is just not going away. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But this is all the language patterns that we teach women in sales to listen out for, language patterns on sales calls, right?
Yeah.
But at a bigger level for us internally, to listen out for your own language patterns. It's the most important work that you're ever going to do, is
what are you telling yourself?
Rewire, recode your genetic language patterns. Right? So this is what I love to do with the girls. Obviously, we're not going to do it here, but reparenting technique is so powerful. Like, going back to your childhood in a scene where is stands out to you, where like you saw the unfolding of the breakdown of your dad losing everything in that moment, and how you felt, and going into that scene and giving him all the love and everything that he needed and everything that little Brooke needed and everything, and changing the narrative from there.
Right.
Because what we learn is like, time is not linear.
Yeah.
Right? This is why manifestation can happen in 6 years, 6 months, or 6 minutes. Right? Because time is not linear. That's what we say as humans. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's past, present, future. It's circular.
Yep.
So if you're thinking energy is circulation,
Yep.
if you're allowing Tracy to stay here and you get to a big month here, what happens when we go back in a circle? Where is she? You have to pass her.
Yeah.
Unless you completely take her out of the circulation.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's light bulb moments, hey?
Really? Because like, I mean, there was a clip going around of my sister learning to drive in a Ferrari. Like, that's how much money.
Slay.
Why are you not Not anymore. That Ferrari's long gone. But like, what I'm saying is, like, I went from rags to riches. Almost, it felt
you had
overnight.
The Cinderella story.
I did.
Yeah.
It was like we were living in a rental. My dad was driving a ute, to having Ferraris and BMWs and like Maseratis. Like, honestly, all these beautiful cars, owning a yacht, living in a 3-story house. Like, we had all of that gone.
Yeah.
Arrived, gone.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
The way that you saw him go from that to that so quickly, did it feel too good to be true?
It did. And like, you know, I like when we went to Europe as a family and we were just staying in like the most
Like the bougiest
the bougiest,
places.
like the Ritz in Paris,
Yeah,
for instance. Like
yeah.
we were saying in Monte Carlo, we say like all the most beautiful places. I could feel myself being like, he's going to run out of money. He's going to run out of money. He's going to run out of money. Like
Right.
that was already embedded in me. And I think that's because as we were growing up, we had nothing. Like we had it. And then it was always like chase.
Yeah.
Chase to our next pay. We can't do this week. We have to do it next week. Like I can't afford to send you on ski trip because, we have to wait for this. Like it was just constantly like chasing. It felt like we were in a race that just was never ending. And then all of a sudden it ended and we had all of this money.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking like it's going to run out.
Yeah.
And then it did.
Yeah. Because you self-prophesized and probably as a family as well. Probably like a family karmic cycle that we're talking about, right? But if it felt too good to be true back then, when you look back now, when you just had the biggest month, there's probably that this feels too good to be true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Which is why I was saying it's luck.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we had a lucky month.
Exactly. Right? But so you can see from that circulatory mode, right? The past, the present, and the future, something has to be pulled out. That pin has to be pulled out from the core to stop that same narrative playing out.
Yeah. Wow.
Because you can see the pattern unfolding.
Totally.
Unfolding.
Yeah.
And so you'll go big and then take away, big, take away, big, take away. It was like, if I'm getting personal with me keep calling in all these men who are avoidant men. Me date ghost by. Me date ghost by. Like same thing until something pulls out from the core that we get to change the entire circulatory narrative.
What was that for you?
That was me literally just looking in the mirror and saying, okay, so the pattern here is abandonment. And so I had to ask myself, where am I abandoning myself?
Oh.
That was the hardest question for me to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you?
In my house here in Bali.
No. Like, where were you?
I was like here in Bali in my house
the other day. No, I mean, like, what parts of you were you abandoning?
Right. So I'm still answering that. Hence why I booked in with a fucking expensive but great psychologist.
Yeah.
Relationship psychologist. But one part is the abandonment of like not feeling worthy of love, of who I am completely.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it's crazy because so many of my girls look at me and I'm like, you wouldn't even know from me now. A year and a half ago, I would not have been comfortable being on podcasts, using my voice, being so opinionated, being on social media. Everyone's like, what? Sorry? Yeah, because I was stifling the real me because I didn't fully accept and love myself.
Yeah.
So I was self-prophesizing in my relationships by bringing in men that couldn't fully love me because I couldn't fully love myself. Now I'm starting to not abandon myself to fully love myself. I've now shifted to calling in secure people, which it's a different, and you can tell when something different comes in, you're like,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah. The fact that you were even open to it in the first place.
Exactly.
In the first place.
Yeah.
Like that's how you know that there's the work is working.
Yeah.
Exactly. The work is working.
The work is working.
I love that.
The old me would have pushed that secure person away.
You did.
Right? Yes.
So let's do, the work is working.
Yeah. But that'll be the same for you. When you hit another massive month, which we will, you won't have those feelings come back when the work is working.
Yeah.
You'll be like, this is normal.
Yeah.
This is normal and I feel safe and secure. It's certainty. What I see from you, it's the certainty.
Yeah.
It's the safety, knowing that you are supported.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm okay.
You're okay.
You know, like it's so funny because I was chatting to Scott this morning on the scooter and I was telling him how it's like the Lion's Gate portal and like right now you got to be so careful what you say and the thoughts because it's all like everything is like it's the most potent time.
Leo is potent as hell, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you keep saying roadblocks and like all these things. And he's like, I was like, you need to be saying that it's easy and like, you know, blah, blah. And he's like, Brooke, I'm not going to say what's fake. He's like, I am blessed that I have these roadblocks because the universe is throwing them at me and I keep overcoming them.
Right.
So he's like, thank you for the hard times because it's making me more resilient.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for this because it's making me that. And I'm like, fuck, okay, that's didn't know I needed to hear that, but I did because here's me being like, I have an abundant mindset. like everything is good. But I don't believe it.
Right.
So there's a difference.
Like his language patterns to suit your certainty needs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
I love when we do this.
I was like just thinking, and then I was like, whoa. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you really had an abundant mindset, you wouldn't try and shift someone else to make you feel more secure in that.
Oh my God.
Do you feel so seen right now?
I feel like exposed.
Yeah. When it gets like this, sometimes I feel really naked.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
am I close? Yeah. Like, is my boob out? No, but it's a good thing. And I'm all about being raw and real and exposed.
Yeah.
Like, because
this is the work.
this is the work.
We do it in front of people, but this is the work.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of it. Like, going right back to the beginning of this amazing episode, the woman who was sitting on the opposite side of the screen who came to us for inspiration in the first place, come back. Come back. But first, go to the mirror. Ask yourself, why am I being triggered right now? What's my circulatory pattern? What is it that's really holding you back? Do not say other people, other places, other things. Nothing external happens without internally happening first.
That reminds me. Remember when I was at Fred again and I showed you that message from someone who had said, your post gave me the ick? And that just led me down a path of being like, all right, what? Because she framed it as being like, I know you value radical candor, so here it is.
Yeah.
And what you just said is nothing external comes from internal first. So there's something that was triggered in her that's internal, and she went to external to place blame instead of being like, okay, why am I triggered by this? Exactly. What is coming up for me?
Exactly. But the fact that it came to you is also a sign from the universe that whatever this is, it's a challenge for you to come over as well. Same thing, right? So whether it's the how do I respond, something internally that needs to shift, whatever it is.
Yes.
So for her, it's a challenge internally. For you, it's a challenge to see what the next level looks like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's always two things at play.
Totally.
Right? Always.
Yeah. And if I'm being really real, when I read that, I felt anger immediately. Like I wanted to be like, exactly. And so I think it was you pushed my button on my phone. You were like, put it away. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, waiting for Fred again is what I was doing.
No, you're waiting for Tracy to take over the wheel again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy. If it's been coded in you, it's so easy to let a driver that's done it before do it again.
Do it again. Yeah. Yep.
But that never leads you to the life that you want to live. Ever. Ever.
I need to say goodbye to Tracy for good. I need to.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a place in the boot. She's done.
She's done.
She's out of this car.
She can literally
let me run her over.
Disintegrate. I was like, disintegrate. You're like, I'm running her over. I'm like, okay, well, I'll get the sack and I'll bury her at the back.
If you haven't watched Hunting Wives,
it's on Netflix.
Yes.
Can't watch it.
Like I will talk to you more about it after.
Text it to me.
My straightness. Okay, this is completely off topic. The reason I said run over is because that's from the Hunting Wives. I won't tell you what, but like, all I will say is like, I'm questioning my fucking sexuality after that.
That's really big for Brooke to say. It's crazy.
Just watch it. We can talk about that in another episode.
Yeah, we'll do another episode on like questioning who you are.
It was more like I'm not actually, but we're all like, all the straight ladies are like, are we good? Are we?
Everyone's a little bit gay. Come on.
Well, look, all I'm saying is when I was watching that, I was like, I still like.
There's no such thing as linear, baby. In any terms, I'm just saying. There's no such thing as linear.
That's how my brain goes, right? 1 minute we're talking about running over Tracy. Next minute I'm talking about being a lesbian. Like, what?
She sips her Coke Zero. Anyway, I think we should wrap it up here. But I do want to say, a little plug here for you ladies. Brooke and I have been working really hard in the background to bring you things that are affordable. Number one, because I know a lot of you want to work with us. You can't really, maybe just yet. But really, if you're sick of like running into the same money patterns.
Yep. Me?
Click, yeah. If you want to get rid of your Tracy, then you can click the link below and grab Money Magic. I'm going to teach you how to rewire your money and clear your energy blocks around this.
And if you guys just actually witness what happened in this episode, you will see how amazing she is. Like,
thank you, Mama.
You need that resource is what I'm saying. This is us trying to help as many people as we can.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a shit ton of money to actually do the fucking work.
Nope. If you want to become her, If you want to become her and do it, then your work starts here. All
Right.
We'll see you on the inside. Cheers to that, my love.
Cheers.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye, Tracy.